Yo, what up guys, Brickside here, and I'm currently logged into the Noob to Pro on day 189. Yes, Bivard of the Turn Fragment Fusion is finally over, so I can now come back to the Noob to Pro and start progressing it further. So if I get you caught up with all what has been going on in terms of the Arbiter mission, because that's what we want to focus on this series, is Fire Knights, Potion Keeps, Magic, Spirit, Force, and Arcane and all that at level 15. That's the current missions that I'm working on, and as the keeps open, I'll be knocking them out. But I wanted to let you know that we are finally coming up to a worthy challenge in these Arbiter missions, because I feel like so far we've been breezing through them. Fine, we get some missions that delay us, like the next one that is coming up that will be a delay. It's not a challenge, it's a delay. Is this one that says upgrade a great hall bonus to level 10. We're already farming the arena medals right now. We're currently at 200, so by the time we get here we already have 800 medals or 900 medals. It only takes time to farm, and the arena is really easy because of the one-man defenses that we currently have working for us there. So this used to be a biggest challenge for players in Raid Shadow Legends to get that level 10 upgrade for the Great Hall, but right now it seems like an easy one for me to achieve. All I have to do is spend time in the arena, refresh whenever the 15-minute time counts down, and find those easy teams to beat, 1 or 2 in every refresh at least, and it will be done. So I feel like that's not a challenge we can talk about. The main challenge I was talking about is the next ones after this that says beat dungeon content on auto. First, it says at 17. We feel like 17, yes, we can do it right now because we have better gear on the account, and even Dragon we can do 20 right now. Spider we can do 17. I've not tried Ice Golem, but I'm sure Fire Knight can be beat up to 18. So that's not a huge challenge. The main challenging one that what I'm not looking forward to is this one that says beat dungeon content on 20 on auto. So Dragon is done, but for Ice Golem and Fire Knight is also easy, I guess, because we have Farrakhan the Fat, and Spider will be a little bit of a challenge. So in order for us to prepare for this level 20 on auto Arbiter missions that are coming up, that's not the last one though, we still have another chapter. I guess the last chapter is easier than this one, but this is the main challenge that I think we need to really prepare before we get there. So how am I preparing? What teams are we going to use to beat them? It's better to start building the teams right now, getting their masteries, getting artifacts on them, testing them out before those missions come around. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video, what teams that we're currently gonna be leveling up just to make sure that we get those level 20 dungeons ready before the missions ask us to go beat it. I start with the Ice Golem. We are currently at level 15 for the Ice Golem. If it's a 2-minute run, that means I guess we can maybe do 16, 17 or 18 with our new improved teams. So for the teams that we used before, a lot of them have been changed. For example, Nazana is no longer with a artifact anymore. We've stolen all our artifacts and given it to better champions who need it than her. I do have legendaries like Drexter, like Razen. Even Molly Tankard can do a better job at keeping a team alive, and of course we have Sifi right there. So Nazana is out of our teams totally, and I'm kind of debating. I still use Kale as my damage dealer for the waves. Is it still good to use Kale at this level of the game? I guess it's still my best nuker in terms of wave content, but is it not time we build somebody else that can do wave like him? We initially built, what's her name, this champion as Filja for arena nuker. It worked fine. She replaced Kale in the arena. It worked fine, but currently as I speak to you, our gear has been stripped also and given up to other champions, and we might need to rebuild her maybe for wave content. But let me know what you guys think about wave content nuker. We also have this champion right there who is an awesome one, especially since the wave would now be provoked or stunned by Seal the Drake or what's his name now, Molly the Tankard. So maybe this champion might need to come in as my wave nuker and no longer Kale, because I feel like Kale he goes down easily, why these other champions might not go down easily. All right, I'm thinking of High Cartoon will no longer be in my dungeon teams. I'm not trying to do speed teams. If I wanted speed, I'll put in Apothecary right there as a speed booster. No longer High Cartoon because of the heal and the speed boosting that is done. So High Cartoon kind of sits to the side when there's an Apothecary in terms of dungeon content. If I'm looking for extra defense for the lead, I might need to put in Terrell. It depends on the affinity, but I feel like for my decreased defense right now, Terrell has also been replaced by Duke de Pierce. Yes, Duke de Pierce is now my main source of decreased defense, because it also has decreased attack along with it. So that's the champion that I'll be using, whether it's affinity or not. I guess I'll be using him, except it's a different affinity than War Maiden might come up and do her job at level 50. She still has gear on her, yes. So that's the champion I'm currently going to take to 60, yes. And in terms of damage, I'm thinking of, if it's a negative affinity, I might have to bring in this dude, Occult Brawler. Depends on the affinity, of course. Occult Brawler and Frozen Banshee will switch places in the Ice Golem because poison is still the best way to take down those boss. You don't want to come in here with big hits. That's why I'm considering taking Kill out of this team, because all we need is poisons. But in terms of sustain, who is going to keep my team alive if I want to rely fully on poisons? I guess Demeter is awesome, but I built this champion full speed for my clan boss team, unkillable, right? That means she doesn't have a lot of HP, a lot of defense. I actually put a lot of crit rate and crit damage on her. Yes, so she does some damage in the clan boss with her A1, but she is not gonna be surviving wave content, except Apothecary can keep her alive. So because of she's an Ultra Nightmare unkillable team champion, she's kind of squishy for dungeon content. So, but if I don't want to bring her in here, I can always bring in my CP. Yes. So we have a backup plan. So with this team, I'm confident they can take us to 20 of the Ice Golem, because I feel like this will be one of the challenges that we'll have to face to farm it on auto. So with people keep dying and CP bringing them back, we can do it. And I also have the option of bringing in Seal the Drake if the waves are going to be a problem, right? We need somebody to control the waves sometimes. So where is Seal the Drake? She's currently where is she? Oh, she's currently in getting some more levels in the pit, in the faction, in the pit, I mean. So that's Seal the Drake. I do have full masteries on her, and I have her in the Relentless set. So she's full built and ready to do her job in dungeon content, but she's not yet booked though. Alright, that's the Ice Golem team that will take us to 20. Let me know any variations that you like to see, other champions that I might have missed. Now for Dragon, I'm not going to talk about Dragon, we can always do the 20. But Spider, I built Amiga. Oh, I didn't talk about Amiga for Ice Golem. He's awesome for Ice Golem. But hey, maybe Apothecary is not needed. Amiga can place that block revive so the arts don't keep coming up. I was able to push from Spider 15 all the way to 17 at a reasonable time with this team yesterday. Seal the Drake is the last option that I put right there. So Apothecary, Farrakhan the Fat. I know Farrakhan the Fat is not best known for being a Spider champion, but with Amiga in the team and Farrakhan the Fat taking a turn, he kind of helps to reduce the turn meter again. In our team as a whole, we don't have a lot of turn meter reduction champions. So we have option of using Amiga, we have option of using Terrell, and Terrell's turn meter reduction is on a 4-turn cooldown. So that's the challenging part. So we have somebody, maybe I have to put a Vogot to control the waves, because I tell you, they go for Amiga, they go for Apothecary, it goes south easily. So either I have somebody stunning them or I have somebody tanking them. I think this is how I decided to go. Either a Vogot or a Seal the Drake. Seal the Drake because if somebody goes down, she can bring them back up. Apothecary is really fast also to do that heal for us. So that's a team that might eventually take us to Spider 20, but I'm hoping to have a little bit more control. Maybe if Seal the Drake is not booked yet and she can't land her stunts all the time, I might need to take out Farrakhan the Fat and put in Seal the Drake. I don't mind if the Spider boss eats the Spiderlings, right? As long as we keep doing our damage and trying again, we'll eventually take it down on auto. And right now, my Drexter is not booked also, so he's not landing those HP bonds the way you want a Drexter to have HP bond everywhere. It's not burning. It kind of pisses me off. Even when he does that, he's provoke. He only provokes 2, 3. You're like, out of how many Spiderlings you're gonna provoke just 2? it's kind of annoying, and they just hit my other champion instead of focusing on Drexter. So people do say Drexter can be used without books. I'll tell you right now, it's not working well for me without books. And if I do have legendary books, he is one of the first ones might have to book for the spider, because once he has that provoke and HP bonds out there, Seal the Drake or Vogot really doesn't have much to do, because all the spiderlings will be targeting him. He becomes the tank. Right now he's not the tank. Right now he's letting the spiderlings hit everybody else. So that's what I think the spider team will need books on Drexter for us to, you know, get a better result, or on Seal the Drake for them to be stunned, for us to, you know, get the damage done and take it down. All right, I did put in this Demeter right there, and she did help a lot to keep my champions alive in terms of these other ones who are taking the hits from the spiderlings. So when we get to that build, we'll see, hopefully we get some books by then, because Spider 20 will be hard without it. If I need some more turn meter reduction, I'm thinking about building this champion. Turn meter reduction champion that I have right here is, where is she? I think she's in the vault. This champion I currently use on my main account. I do have some champions in the vault, so let's remember that, so we don't think this is all we have. Soulban Boya is the person I was thinking about. Soulban Boya, can I find her? I do have Renegade on this account, though. I forgot about Renegade, although we currently don't have any cold out for us to do any reset of abilities, because that's where Renegade might be shining a lot, when we have cold hearts resetting abilities. All right, I can't find, yeah, that's it, that's the champion. So maybe if we need some more turn meter reduction to help out with a Drexter who is provoking, so the spiderlings don't keep taking turns, I mean the spider boss doesn't get too fast, we might need to put in another turn meter reducer right here. Who has it on a 3-turn cooldown? I think she has, I think so. This skill right here, the fully depletes, is on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Yeah, so that's the champion we might need to bring in to help Amiga. He's in a relentless set, my Amiga. I'll show you the relentless set right now, because I feel like it's something worth mentioning. He is a new build, and his stats have not yet been maxed, but it will be when I show you right now. 181 speed and 99 crit rate, and not much crit damage, because it's a relentless set that is all in 5-star gear. It's also a crit rate glove, not a crit damage glove. That's why the crit damage is that low. So, but he's gonna be doing the job of turn meter reduction, not really damage. For damage, I'm relying on the HP bond for that Spider 20 content. All right, let's head over to the next dungeon, which is the Fire Knight, and I'm kind of glad with this one. Like I said, Farrakhan the Fat makes this one super easy, and I was able to push from 15 all the way to 18 with Farrakhan the Fat. I'm sure if I push 19, it will be possible, because the way the boss shield just goes down is quite interesting. Now, I do have the waves might be a problem for some champions right here. I'm thinking maybe Venomage, and when somebody goes down, nobody to revive them. So I might need to sub in a champion who can do a revive, because I don't want the run to fail because somebody dies in the waves. So Tyrell will not die for sure, but Venomage and Apothecary are some champions that I feel like might go down for the wave, because those waves can kind of be silly and hit you hard. So if I don't have a provoke champion for the wave, I might need to bring in somebody to stun, seal the Drake, and revive. So when we get to 19 and 20, we'll sub in some champions and see. The shield is not a problem now. The wave is our problem for Fire Knight 20. Let's see how that goes when we finally build. We're not building anybody for this team. This team is already ready to go. But when we get to that bridge, let's see if we can cross it. Also, I don't have Amiga right here to do turn meter reduction. Depends though. But if I need the boss shield to stay down, I might need to bring in Amiga. But because of Venomage places that heal reduction, I don't mind. Let him put his shield up. We'll take it down again with Farrakhan. I don't know if every stage will involve Farrakhan, but let's see how it goes. All right, those are the teams that we might be using to finally beat that Dragon 20. I mean, those Arbiter missions that says beat the content on 20. I wanted to highlight them in this video and tell you where we're headed for the Noob to Pro series in terms of the Arbiter missions, so we have a clear goal. Now that we have a clear goal in our hands, what am I going to be doing the rest of this week? currently a dragon tournament or a dragon frenzy, or what do they call it, drop fever event is currently going on, which gives you a double chance to get speed artifacts from the dragon. So I will be spending my time in the dragon this night, and tomorrow I'll be using a lot of energy from the Noob to Pro to be farming the dragon, so we can get maybe better speed gear or better artifact. I don't know if it's time for us to start pushing dragon 21, 22, 23 up to 24. I don't think it's time. Let's not rush yet, because I don't think we'll farm dragon 20 enough to have gear to push it further. Maybe we can get champs like Venomed that can cheese it, but I don't have a champion that can nuke those waves. I'm sure that will take down my champions. And that's what we are currently planning. Dragon tournament going on, and then if I'm done with the dragon, when the fever event ends, I'm going to spend the rest of the time taking those champions that need masteries, like Occult Brawler and what's his name, Duke DPS, to get masteries in the Minotaur, and also get 5-star chickens. I'm trying to take this one to 5 for Duke DPS to be 6-star. All right, those are the champions I'm currently working on the Noob to Pro. Let me know if there's any other thing I'm missing out on, any champion I'm sleeping on. I do have legendaries that we are sleeping on though. I'll tell you right now, that's War Mother and this new champion, King Garog, and also the Nuka Roba. Yes, we are sleeping on them. We decided to sleep on them because we wanted to focus on Drexter and what's his name, Razin and Sifi. So these are the legendaries that got all our attention, all our books, and finally, well, not all our books. Razin did get all our books because we wanted him to be used for the what do you call it, clan boss, but it turns out we got a Demeter and we didn't need him anymore for the clan boss. So I've stopped booking his abilities, although his main ability for general content is this one, I guess, Decrease. He might be also useful for the spider in some negative affinities, I guess, because he has a turn meter reduction right there. But I don't know where else I'm going to use him. I have him already built in terms of life, what? Not lifesteal. I thought I put him in lifesteal. Oh, I remember I wanted to use him in the arena. That's why I put him in crit rate and crit damage. 106 crit, 151 crit damage, high defense. So this is not a lifesteal Razin for clan boss. This is a damage dealing Razin who is going to be healed by Demeter or somebody in the team. So 195 accuracy, enough for dungeon 20 content. So I hope to use him in Fire Knight and maybe Ice Golem if it's needed right there. I don't think it's needed in Ice Golem, but I think Fire Knight is going to be an MVP right there, and it works just fine. And the next champion that I wanted to talk about is this dude. He doesn't have books on him, anything, not even built, so I don't even know where to use him yet. We're just, oh, he's full mastered, but we never really put books on him, did I? Let's see. We did put books on him, but he never got the full attention, never got fully built, because we wanted him to be a nuker with Molly, because the arena was difficult then. But right now the arena is easy, so maybe he might be used for dungeon content. I don't know yet. So in terms of one more epic book that I have Farakin the Fat fully kitted with books in terms of this skill. This is his main skill, so I do not need to book this one, this poison skill. So I'm saving my last book. Terrell doesn't need books anymore, so the person I'm currently putting books was Duke DPS, because I wanted this decreased defense skill to be on a cooldown. So he did get all my books for this CVC that is currently going on with personal rewards. So I did put all books right here. I'm lucky that it didn't all go all the way to these ones. Well, it did go here also, but I got this one booked out first. So I don't think I need to spend my last books on getting this decreased attack down. No, I'll save this last book for who else is worthy of the books. Now, I said I was going to build this champion ready for Ice Golem, so he might be somebody we need to put books into next. I don't see any epics that need to be booked again. None. Terrell is already fully booked in terms of this skill. Oh, this is not even fully booked. He doesn't need to though. Where is it? Yeah, this is fully booked, but this one is not. Doesn't reduce its cooldown on this one. even if it's fully booked. It is fully booked, but there's no cooldown reduction there. So let me just put the books into Occult Brawler because he deserves books. Let it go to the A2. Now it went to the A1. Ah, shit. And we don't want this one booked. We want this skill booked. Or yeah, that's where we want it to go. Anyways, that has been this video. I wanted to show you and update what the Noob 2 Pro is up to. I hope to get some legendary books soon because we are currently doing Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare, getting double chests from both of them when it's not Spirit Affinity for this Demeter comp. So we're hopefully to get the books this week and spend it either on Seal the Drake or on Dragster. So those are the two champions I wanted to prepare for the Spider because we need these chances to increase the chance of placing this HP bond when we get hit, or increase the chance of placing the provoke also a little bit. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this analysis of the Noob 2 Pro and where it's headed in terms of Dungeon 20 content. It's a huge challenge and I'm not looking forward to doing it, but we have to get it done, and I'm going to be farming the gear to make sure we don't get stuck by not having enough stats. We'll always have enough stats in this account because I leave it up on all night farming that Dragon 20, and I don't think it's ready for us to start pushing Dragon 22, 23, 24, 25. Hit the like. I'd like to hear your comments, what you think about this whole stuff we are currently planning in this upcoming week or 2 weeks, no matter how long it takes for us to get it done. We'll get it done. I give a challenge of 2 weeks. I'll see you guys in the next Raid Shadow Legends video. You guys have a good night.